real informal, right? All right, Fit Lifers, Drew Canoli, I have a really special guest with me on Skype. She actually posted a comment on one of our Saturday strategies. I read it. We've gone back and forth a handful of times. She has a strong passion for theater and different arts like that, but she's also into helping others transform their own experience by her own success story. She's lost over 100 pounds. Today on Skype with me, I have Megan Ralph. Megan, how are you?
I'm well, Drew. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to reach out to me and all these other people that you're actually helping today. This is awesome.
Of course. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so tell us your story when this all started.
Like most people in my situation, I was overweight almost all my life. And it started with mainly in college is when I remember it the most. I gained 45 pounds my freshman year of college. And got into a relationship, started living with a guy, and it all just kept coming on. To the point where when I graduated college, I think I was about 310 at my heaviest.
Okay.
And when I really started to kind of wake up to what was going on, I remember I fell on the ice, actually, when I was walking to go work out. And I actually felt my leg underneath me. I landed on it, and I actually felt the bone kind of bow. And it scared crap out of me. So it was very much that, something's got to give here. I've got to step this up. I became very sick, and it was very hard for me because I felt like I wasn't a normal person. And I didn't know what else to do about it. So I started to think to myself, it's so nice to be healthy again. It's so nice to be healthy again. And just really kept that going as a mantra. And started to make small changes. I started drinking more water, like at least 3 liters every day. Mm-hmm. I started walking on my lunch break instead of just eating. Just different things like that. Parking farther away at work, so I'd have to walk all the way in, taking the stairs, and there were a lot of freaking stairs. But all of those things, just trying to get healthier and working with that. And what amazed me was that I lost 50 pounds very quickly, and everybody at work started to notice it. What was also really great was that there was this woman I worked with who had these CDs about developing your intuition. This is where I really started to lose a lot of weight, was when I started to work on that and developing who I was and learning about these things and healing a lot of past from childhood and from that relationship. Healing all that really helped everything along. They are, weight is an external symptom of an internal condition.
Yeah.
It's really tough to get ready to deal with that stuff. But let me tell you, it's so worth it. So worth it. You are worth the investment. So hit it.
Hey, do me a favor, will you? Bring the computer screen down just a little bit. Are you at a laptop?
Yes.
A little bit. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Excellent story, by the way. Marianne Williamson wrote a book, the weight loss book, right? Course in Weight Loss.
Yeah.
Awesome. Talks just about that, the intuitive process of what it takes to have like mini miracles in your body and like recognize who you are as a divine being. And when we do that, like you said, I mean, the weight just effortlessly fell off.
Oh, like melting. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you recognized your divine nature almost.
Yeah, definitely.
Walk me through that process, can you?
Which process?
Well, the whole, your intuition, so was it a certain thing that happened, an event, when it sparked your intuition and you were like, you know what, I could kind of dig this?
Yeah, I've had it all my life. I've just ignored it to one point or another. Instances that happened when I was a kid. I remember one day my mom said, we're going to have a woman, she's going to come to clean our house. Would you like to know her name? And I looked at her and I said, Mom, her name is Beatrice. And the look that my mother got on her face, I was like, that's not okay to do. Let's not do that anymore.
Uh-huh.
It's different things like that. It gets tuned out of you, when you're a kid.
Uh-huh.
But I started hearing my name get called when I was about 25, 26. I'd be in a movie theater that wasn't very crowded, and I'd hear Megan behind me. And nobody calls me Megan. Everybody calls me Meg. So just different things like that. When I started listening to these CDs on how to develop your intuition, one of them talks about naming your spirit guides. And so I flat out asked, okay, what's your name? And I heard clear as a bell, Joe. I was like, all right, Joe, let's do it. So from there, just kind of, I took to it like oxygen. It just kept going. And it was very easy once I learned to trust that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so, you know, lots of different games that you can play. When you
Hold on. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. One of my favorite games is when you go to the supermarket, how much is the total going to be when you check out, you know? When's the light going to turn green? What's the next song on the radio? All of those things are ways to start to learn to trust your intuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you're legit because I actually listened to a radio show with you. And I tested her even before we got on this, you guys. So I know she knows what she's doing.
Totally
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, you know, that I was speaking with somebody that knew. But you are. You totally are.
Thank you. I like it when people call me legit.
Yeah. So you lost over 100 pounds.
I did, yes.
Looking back at when you started your weight loss journey, what would you tell the old Meg?
I would tell her that she was beautiful, and I love her very much, and keep going.
Okay.
Don't be afraid, and keep going.
Yeah, listen to your intuition.
Yeah, well, and I mean, for anyone that's had that, at a certain point it's armor. And taking it off and revealing all that underneath, that hurts. That's painful.
Yeah.
It's protection, you know? And so at some point you have to assure that part of yourself that it is protected in other ways. It doesn't need the weight anymore as armor.
Yeah. So now you say armor, and you and I have talked about this. I've been through a problematic childhood and, you know, different things.
Right.
And I don't know if you mentioned anything or not, but did something happen to you a long time ago that kind of caused you to want to protect yourself?
Yeah, I was sexually abused as a child. And, you know, they say that there are two things that happen. Either you become extremely promiscuous or you shut down and hide. I shut down and hid. I remember it happened when I was 11, and I remember when I became 12 and 13, I remember wearing all black. I never went with the goth makeup, but I wore all black and things like that. And I look at pictures of myself in high school, and I recognize the fact that, like, I didn't want anyone to see me, you know, for a long time. I just wanted to hide because I was safe if I wasn't seen. I still have that a little bit, you know, people flirt with me or hit on me and I'm like, what, you know, like, is it, you know, it does, it kind of bothers me because there is that, you know, what do you expect from me kind of a thing that comes with it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's all tied into making sure that you're safe and protected, you know. You were working out before the call and you said, hey, I'm sorry. I was like, no, dude, take care of you. That's really what it always comes back to. You have to take care of you. You know, we're raised in a society where we're taught to believe that your value is based on what you give away. And while it is very important to be a giving person, ultimately, if you take care of yourself, you have more to give to everybody else. That's really huge part of it, is taking care of you. Self-care is top of the list. It's gotta be.
Isn't that what this is all about? Self-care.
Absolutely.
What do you do to take care of yourself now?
Now, meditation is so vital to my existence. Oh my goodness gracious. Eating healthy, also vital to my existence. When I found out I was allergic to wheat and dairy, you know, you have that mini meltdown of like, what can I eat? But then you just realize that you have to take care of yourself that much better. You have to prep cook. You have to all of those things. It's not an option to just be like, sure, I'll just grab something, you know.
Yeah.
So it really forces you to take care of yourself. But I spend a lot of time in solitude.
What's your typical day look like?
Typical day. So I work a couple different jobs. I work as an intuitive healer. I also work as a photographer, and I also work as an administrator at a local English school.
Working hard.
I also paint.
I saw the painting. Show the people at home the painting.
So here's some of them.
I love it.
Right?
Yeah.
Not just you in the house of the paintings, but you know, it's all good. But you know, I wake up and I'll juice for the day if I haven't juiced the night before.
Yep.
I'll take it with me to work. I'll, you know, work until I gotta work, and generally, if I can, I love to get out for a walk on my lunch break. Just something very simple, go through the park. I'm not trying to, you know, break into a massive sweat or anything, but just to get that calm and that reset so I can go back in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
For me. So that's part of the system. And then once I finish work, if I can, I hit the gym. If I've got to come home because I've got readings that I've got to do, I do that. Or if I have to rush off rehearsal, you know, and I come home and take care of what I got to take care of, I got to go do that. So it's kind of busy.
You sound like you're extremely busy.
Yeah, but it's a good busy. It's a fulfilling type of busy.
So at the end of every day, do you feel like you're really doing what you're called to do?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, doing medium work, which means talking to people who have passed, for those of you who don't know. Doing medium work is really something that it's very special, but it's something that I didn't really know that I had until I started working with it. And I've been able to help people connect with loved ones that died very suddenly. There was a woman who called in, and her father had actually had a heart attack while no one was around. So he passed, and one of the things that he came through and said was that he's sorry he didn't say goodbye.
Yeah.
And for me to be able to hold that space for this woman to get to say goodbye to her father, it was very, very powerful stuff. And how can you not feel, you know, fulfilled at the end of the day when you get to help with something like that?
So how do I help you? Because I want to do this. How do I help you fulfill more of that so that you can drop these other two jobs that you have that maybe they're necessary? Because I think maybe from an energy plane, you're working up to doing this full time.
Absolutely, yeah.
But how do I help you with my mission of helping you fulfill your life purpose even on a higher level?
Okay. Well, if we're talking about the fitness aspect that I would like to get into, because I actually got my first lead role in a show that goes up in January. I'm really excited.
What show is it?
The show is called Boy Gets Girl,
okay.
Which kind of goes back to my past that we talked about. It's actually about a woman who goes on a first date with a guy, and then he kind of starts to stalk her, and she kind of has to lay it down and push him away. So it's kind of intense. It's a fantastic script. I'm so excited. It's with Firehouse Theater Company in Denver. If you're in Denver, you want to come. I get comp tickets, Drew. So
well, maybe I'll have to make a trip to Denver. We got a coaching client that's tearing it up in Denver right now, so this would be a good excuse too.
Come visit us. So yeah, so I'm thrilled, and again, for me to be in the realm where being cast as a leading lady physically is a possibility.
Yeah.
Such a treat for me. It really is. I'm very excited. It's been since 2010 since I was on stage.
Wow.
And I was in the chorus in 2010.
All right.
Now lead. Yeah.
Lead role.
Lead role.
So physically, what do I need to help you with?
Accountability and motivation
okay.
is part of my thing. I mean, I motivate myself, but it's that whole, you know, end of the day and I'm tired. And the worst part, you're going to love this, is I work between my gym and my home.
Okay.
So I have to pass my gym to get home. So I have to consciously make the choice of, no, I'm not going today.
Okay.
As I'm waiting for the light. You know? So, yeah.
All right. So I know you're a woman of integrity. And so from here on out, up into the leading role part, we need you in the gym at least, let's say 4 or 5 times a week. Can you commit to that?
I can commit to that.
Even if it's for 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
I can rock that.
So I'm going to have you text me every single time you go to the gym. Can you do that?
Oh, you know I can't lie.
I know. Well, if you lie, what does it do? It impacts your energy, right?
Yeah. If I lie, I can feel it, and it starts a downward seed, and I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, because your ability to be a medium is directly, and I believe this, and I don't even know because I'm probably, everyone's a psychic, right?
Yeah,
it just depends on what level you're at. But I know when I tell something that's not true, to my authentic self, then my energy lessens, and I'm not able to transmute other energy for other people and be as remarkable a healer that we are, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So this is like full-scale accountability in the gym 4 to 5 times a week.
All right, I'm on.
Committed. And I don't know if I did this for you yet, but because we shared your success story, and we chose you as the winner of the juicer, we're sending you the juicer.
Yay.
I'm also going to give you access to Juice Up Your Life, okay? That's our online system, all of our videos. There's an hour-long video that you get every single week, breaking down your metabolic type, looking at your identity, looking at different type of juices that work for you, and things to keep you more connected as well.
Right on.
We're gonna raise your vibration up.
Oh, yeah.
Not that you need it, but
that's great. No, that's really cool, because that's part of the thing that I question. You know, since I figured out what I'm allergic to and what I can't have, it's okay. Then how much do I juice, and what can I handle, and when can I handle, and all of those things. So that's cool. All right.
all that's in there. Yeah. And so anything you want to leave with the person that's watching this right now?
You know, the biggest thing that I could probably tell you is where you are is not where you are going to be. And if you need a reason, go look in the mirror. You are that reason. We have within us at any moment in time the ability to do and become anything. I think that I am living proof of a lot of that. And people do change, absolutely. And I really think that you're worth the investment. Drew thinks you're worth the investment. And don't give up. Don't give up on you. Keep going.
Powerful. I don't even think I need to add anything to that. You did my job.
Thank you.
So thank you for watching FitLifers. Again, add us on Facebook. Megan and I hang out on Facebook all the time over at Juicing Vegetables. And they can find you there. And then also, do you have a website as well?
I don't have a website yet. Still working on that one. But you can find me at Solar Radiant at Facebook. It's SOULAR Radiant. And you can email me also at Indigo Megan. That's MEGHAN @gmail.com if you would like any more, metaphysical advice, anything like that.
Love it. Email Megan, as I've called her in the past. And thank you so much for coming on today. This is awesome. And I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop the recording, and you're gonna do my reading, right?
Oh yes.
All right, FitLifers. I'll let you know how this goes. Here we go.